Alright guys, Mike here again. This will be, I think, a 10-part series from what I've recorded so far. The last video I did was graphic EQ, which we can review real quick. Boom, boom, we're here low and high. One thing I didn't get to in that video, which I wanted to put up for you guys also, is there is actual individual EQs per channel. Like I said, you have to select. That's the general knowledge of this board, is hitting select to make sure you EQ the right thing, because you can be EQing something and you mean to do for like channel 10, but you're really doing it on channel 1 because you didn't select it. So please remember to select every channel you do to apply the processor. So right now I'm on the podium and I have my EQ settings. Generally, before I even touch these EQs, I always tune out the room with one microphone and the graphic EQ on the board, and then I use these EQs as a touch up, tone out, kind of tone up the voice, make it sound natural rather than tinny. Because you'll do some venues where you'll make it sound good, no feedback, but when you get on the microphone, it starts to sound like a tin can, or I always call it Dixie cup with a rope at the end of it. So you want to avoid that. So you use these EQs to shape it or cut out the missing frequencies you couldn't touch on the GEQ per microphone, which helps a lot. Right now it's on. I can turn it off, which will sound like kind of bad, but sometimes these kind of intimidate people because all you see is knobs and just numbers. Like, oh man, I don't recommend this, but it is there to help. It is a touchscreen, so you hit EQ. You can see the individual cuts I've done on the channel itself. So I've done a lot of cutting in the mid-range around kind of like a low cut from 315 and under, just because it was kind of boomy and it's on a podium, so it shakes a lot. I don't have a lot of mid. I have a lot of the highs because the 2 to 8K on these microphones, which I'm using a gooseneck microphone, really pick up a lot of presence region, which they're made for. But those are the most that cause feedback. So you use those to tune them out. But as you see, as I select the different channels, the EQ is going to change. This is SM58. I didn't do too much on it. The curve right here, that's just like the high pass I have, which accessing the high pass is kind of not tricky, it's just dumb. It took me a while to figure out. It's not here. This is just your low frequencies if you want to adjust, which is, if I do it, you'll see it, that'll move. But then the curve will actually move itself. So the high pass is all the way over here. Just HPF. It's super easy. If you want a high pass, which the blue line is going to will show you your high pass. So it's dotted showing what I've already cut. If I move it, that will move. Which I have mine at 125. It's kind of high up there, but be safe. But turn it on, that blue line will now be solid. Well, actually, it'll show up as a white line. But the blue line there is a reference. So this is also where your gain is, where your normal gain is, not where the pan pots are. But this is your high pass filter. Use it religiously because bass frequency buildups happen more often than usual. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you with EQ. I don't have any EQ in my DIs. I kind of leave them flat. Maybe I even boost the little lows if I have subs, which is very rare, very, very rare. Yeah, that's EQs for channels. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions or if I missed anything, please let me know. If you watch it, thank you very much.